I Know You Did Last Summer 2025. Boy, am I sick of knowing what happened last summer. This is the fourth installment in this franchise, and it continues to disappoint. I was actually pretty excited for this movie because I watched the first three, and I wasn't a fan of the first one, I wasn't a fan of the second one, and I don't think anyone was a fan of the third one. So I was kind of hoping a fresh new look for the franchise would maybe bring some life into it, maybe bring me into it. Unfortunately, wasn't much of a fresh new look for the franchise. This movie's like a sequel, reboot of the original. It does so much. It takes so much from the original, and I just don't like it. The fact that they hired Jennifer Caden Robinson for this movie is just very, very strange. Not that I dislike her. I just don't think you hire someone like this for a franchise you're trying to bring back to life. She co wrote for MCU's Thor Love and Thunder, and she directed two rom coms. So you can tell already that just off of her work alone, the vibe for this movie is probably not going to be that great. And it really isn't. I don't think any of the characters really work. I don't think the relationships and dynamics work. And whoever told whoever worked on this movie and said we got to bring back the original cast and make them suck balls, should suck some balls because it's a real shame that Jennifer Love Hewitt's character just gets thrown to the side. She's really not that good in this movie, and it's so unfortunate because I didn't see any trailers for this movie, but I saw her when I was watching the movie, and I was like, "Whoa, Jennifer Love Hewitt's in this. This could be good." No, she doesn't do much in this movie. She really just sucks. She, well, I'll get to that in a bit. And we also get Freddie Prinze Jr. in this movie, who sucks even more than Jennifer Love Hewitt's character. It's a real shame. This movie's just whatever. The kills in this movie, it starts off with maybe the best kill of this movie, which is the Chase Wonders character's husband gets harpooned, and it looks so good. Even like the atmosphere of this scene is just so suspenseful. It's kind of similar to the Scream opening with the pool, and you expect the killer to come out of the shadows, and he does, but with his harpoon first. He gets killed, or he gets harpooned through the chest, and then he gets harpooned again. And we see him 2 minutes later after Chase Wonders comes downstairs from her very cool bath bomb. Like, awesome. Maybe one of the best parts about this movie is that bath bomb. And he's being held up by these harpoons, and it looks really, really sick. So it gets you thinking, is this going to be an improvement on this franchise? Is this movie going to be the one with the good kills? No. Nope, the kills just get worse and worse as the movie goes on. We get a kind of off-screen hanging with Gabriette's character, who's a movie podcaster, which is fine. That's fine as a hobby. Unfortunately, I don't want my characters in my movies being movie podcasters, because it usually means we have to listen to a 30-second clip of their podcast, and it usually never is good. We also get a choking kill. Never a fan of choking kills because they're usually not good, and just like every other movie, this one is not good. The body just gets thrown to the side for like 20, 30 minutes, and you don't see it until the last 10 minutes of the movie. It's very unfortunate. And then Tyreek Withers' character's death is just not as funny either. It is funny though, the scene where he's going down the hallway and the killer's standing right in front of him, but he's too blasted to know it's the killer. It's a funny bit. It's a bit stupid, but it is funny. I'll give them prompts for that. This movie was trying to be pretty comedic. Like I said, Jennifer Kane Robinson has worked on rom coms, so you think they would try to go into that more? They really don't. Um, I think she would have worked for a movie like Hard Eyes. Unfortunately, she had to deal with this project. I don't know why we're trying to bring this movie back, or sorry, this franchise back without fully rebooting it. They're trying to do what Scream did. You guys aren't Scream. You don't have a single good movie. Scream has like at least 5 good movies. Or sorry, before the reboot, they have at least 3 good movies. So what are we doing? Getaway. If we get a I Know You Did Last Summer sequel, I hope it's not I Still Know What You Did Last Summer reboot. I don't need that. We need a completely new cast. We need to move away from the origins. This movie bases itself so much off the 1997 movie. I don't like it. I'm sick of it. I feel like they don't stop talking about the 1997 movie in this movie. It's just so annoying. The whole town is exactly the same. The opening scene is exactly the same where they kill a guy. Or it's a little bit different. It's actually worse. But it's on the same exact road and it has the same implications as the original. Bringing back original members and using Freddie Prinze Jr. as a twist second villain sucked. Not because he was the twist villain, it sucked because of how lazy and easy predictable it was. Um, they could have done. They could have even built it up for Freddie Prinze Jr. to be the sequel killer. Instead, they just waste him in this movie, and it's such a shame because he is really a good actor, and they just throw him. They just let him die. He does nothing in this movie, without the outfit on. He does absolutely nothing. He's kind of just a waste of screen time. And they could have introduced him in the second one as Stevie's mentor or whatever, but instead, no, they just say, screw it, here's a plot twist second killer. And it sucks. There's also a lazy gun death in this movie. Never a fan of those, unless it's the final kill. Fortunately, it's not even a final kill, it's a fake one. She doesn't even die. She gets sent to a hospital at the end. This movie's so lazy. I'm sick of these reboots that don't fully reboot the franchise. I think Scream did it fine, but I really wish they just redid the whole thing, made it more, just did a modern version. Oh man. I'm just sick of knowing what happened last summer. Yeah. And with that, I'm giving this a 4 out of 10. Whoa, there it is. I really don't have much to say. I'm really disappointed. I know we're not going to get a full reboot for this movie anytime soon, but I'm praying we do.